COVID. Situation in Uganda is very, very worrying. The latest SOP that is working is private hospitals. If you get COVID, it's now cheaper for you to be flown abroad for treatment. No one wants to end up anywhere near a private hospital that we have all become herbalists. We fear them so much, we're now practicing medicine on a small scale. Everyone is steaming every grass and weed in sight, just not to end up in a Ugandan ICU. You'll get a bill that can start a hospital. It's the Indian variant. It's not behaving anything like Indians. Thing is not bargaining. If a thing says you're going in 3 days, it's 3 days. It's not third things of thinking you'll be like, hey, okay, give me a week. Hoping it's going to say, okay, 5 days, last price. Wah! And people are just dying. We're waking up to a timeline with RIP, RIP. Like that now, we're in a lockdown, 42 days. But unlike the last lockdown when government gave us posho and beans, this time they have a better plan. Yeah, they realized that the other one didn't work very well because, I mean, that food was for poor people, but to boil those beans, you had to be rich to make them ready. Wealth. Anyway, the money is coming straight to our phones. The only mistake they made is they didn't mention when, which is very unhealthy because now every time a message comes to my phone, the other mistake, they didn't tell us how much is coming. So I don't know how much to borrow. You know, you can't be there showing off aimlessly. And I don't want to hear people saying it's for vulnerable people. In this country, who isn't? The moment you're born in Uganda, endangered species. Those things of saying that they won't give people in big homes, that's just dangerous assumptions. A huge house has nothing to do with someone's bank balance. It just shows the money he doesn't have anymore. People in those houses are very vulnerable. Lost in conversations of kanzalichi akafule ebijanjali nyama. Vulnerable is a very huge sample space, my friend. One size fits all. For example, a family man that was locked down at the wrong address is now very vulnerable. He needs relief. Bar owners, vulnerable. Actually, that's even very big. Small things get you into that list. For example, if you have ever been unhappy because your Rolex guy put only one tomato, you're vulnerable. If you have ever sent someone transport and they didn't show up, and to this day you've not yet forgiven them, you're vulnerable. We live a life of vulnerability. They are saying that the final list will depend on how much money you've been receiving on mobile money. Some people receive money for other people. People are channels. There are situations where all phones in the village are registered under like 3 national IDs. Let them just give us money and we eat. Because whatever data they're going to use is doomed. Salary earners won't apply. This is in this Uganda. Do you know how many salary earners receive a salary? Then couples. Whose number will they send the money to? People's families have enough problems. You can't start adding sharing money. People on free sale. I hope they'll give you extra for transport so that you can travel and go and withdraw. Anyway, government said that those that don't have funds, it is going to give them vouchers. Voucher. Charcoal. Pumpkin. Voucher. Tomatoes. Cabbage. Tomatoes. Voucher. Offers. Anyway, whenever the relief comes, I hope it can soothe the grief that is happening across the country. Too much pain, too many people are dying, too many people fighting for their lives, supported by medics that are earning 5K a day. 5K, can't even buy Freaky Friday. Can only hope for better days. Mwambale maski.